Ever felt that little knot of anxiety trying to figure out the best way to ask for help in a new place?
Oh, definitely.
Like maybe you're wandering around a city center completely turned around.
Yeah. Or even something simpler, like not being quite sure how to phrase your coffee order.
Exactly. Or maybe you found yourself staring at unfamiliar labels in a grocery store, or, needing to explain a simple health issue at a pharmacy where the language just feels a bit different.
Mm-hmm. Those moments, they seem so commonplace, right? But they can actually reveal quite a lot about how we communicate.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what we're exploring in this deep dive today. We've got a really fascinating collection of everyday English conversations. They're actually from the Maximia podcast, which is a great resource for English learners.
Right. And you might be thinking, okay, but I'm comfortable with English. What's in it for me?
That's a fair question.
Well, even though these dialogues are designed for learners, they're packed with the absolute fundamentals of everyday chat that honestly we often take for granted as fluent speakers.
Yeah, we do.
So by looking at these kind of simplified scenarios, we can actually pull out the essential phrases, the subtle social cues, the really effective ways to handle these routine interactions. It's sort of like getting back to basics.
Precisely. So our source material today covers 6 really common situations. We've got waiting at the bus stop, ordering at a coffee shop, asking for directions,
A classic.
navigating a grocery store, a quick stop at the pharmacy, and ordering food in a restaurant.
Pretty much covers a standard day out, doesn't it?
It does. And our goal here, our mission for this deep dive, is to sort of extract those key phrases, maybe pinpoint some cultural nuances, and highlight the practical info that's buried in these simple exchanges.
Think of it as a way to just become a bit more aware of how these everyday interactions work, whether you're traveling or maybe helping someone new to English or just, want to sharpen your own understanding.
Okay, great. So let's unpack that first scenario, the classic bus stop interaction. It really kicks off with a question we've all probably asked or heard like a million times, right?
Do you know what time the next bus comes? Yeah. Simple enough.
But what's interesting is how this often leads to that shared groaning about public transport.
Yeah.
The reply mentions buses are usually late, especially with Monday traffic.
Right. And that shared understanding, it kind of creates this instant, tiny connection, doesn't it? Even with a stranger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little moment of community based on, the bus being late.
And then we get these little details about the routines. One person takes the bus almost every day,
Seems like a regular thing.
while the other sometimes walks if the weather's nice. And we find out it is nice, sunny and warm. It just subtly shows how our daily choices shift,
Right.
based on weather, convenience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then comes the really practical bit. The specific bus numbers 22 and 35 stop there.
Crucial info.
And where they go downtown near the library. It's not just small talk, it's efficient information sharing. And you get these little glimpses into their lives, too, woven in so naturally, like one person's just started a new job at a cafe, only their second week,
Oh, right, new beginnings.
and the other's a university student. Classes start at 9:43, so that bus is key for their morning.
It paints a picture. And there's that nice moment where one person mentions they moved to the city last year,
Yes.
and the other just says, welcome, it's small, but it's warm, Makes a difference.
It really does. And then that universal feeling when the bus finally shows up. The relief, but also that little worry.
Oh, look, the bus is coming. Oh, finally.
Let's hope there are seats left. Fingers crossed. That phrase, fingers crossed, it's such a common little expression of hope, isn't it?
It really is. Just pops out. Okay, so moving on to the coffee shop. This one's full of those little social rituals.
Standard stuff, yeah. Starts with greetings. Hi, Anna. Good to see you. How are you today?
And the reply, hi, Sophie. I'm good, thanks. A little tired, but happy. And you?
Yeah.
The standard back and forth, acknowledging each other.
And the immediate bonding over needing caffeine. I need a coffee. Me too. Can't work without it.
Yeah, relatable. A little shared necessity there.
Then the ordering. And this part's interesting for how we ask for and give recommendations.
Right. Can you help me? What do you recommend? That's a direct ask.
And they get specific suggestions. Cappuccino, blueberry muffins are good. Then the other person orders a latte and a croissant.
And even the cost is mentioned, $8.50. It covers the whole transaction, really.
We also get that quick life update. One's busy with a new project, the other's looking for a job, and you get that supportive comment. Oh, don't worry, you'll find something soon.
Little bits of encouragement slipped into conversation. It happens all the time.
Yeah. And the mention of evening English classes, that's a nice detail too, leads to a compliment about their English.
Attributed to daily practice, a little nod to consistent effort.
And it wraps up neatly with the order arriving and the simple enjoy. It's a complete mini interaction.
Definitely. Okay, next up. Asking for directions. This can feel a bit awkward sometimes, can't it? Especially somewhere new.
For sure. This dialogue breaks it down nicely, though.
It starts politely. Excuse me. Hi, do you speak English? Notice the little makes it softer.
And the realistic answer, yes, a little, sets expectations.
Then the clear need. I'm looking for the train station. Can you tell me how to get there? Followed by key info.
Right, they're walking and no internet for a map.
Right.
That immediately tells the helper what kind of directions are needed. No point saying, check Google Maps.
Exactly. And the directions are pretty detailed using landmarks. Go straight, 2 blocks. Big supermarket on the left.
Landmarks are so helpful for walking directions.
Turn right after the supermarket onto Central Avenue. You'll see a sign. It's visual.
And the time estimate. Maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Super practical if you're walking.
We also find out why they need the station going to Brighton, visiting a friend, first time in the city. Adds context.
And elicits that friendly comment about Brighton being nice.
And I like this part. The person asking repeats the directions back.
Yeah, that's smart. Confirms understanding.
Definitely a good strategy. Then there's extra info station, probably open all day, but maybe arrive before 9 p.m. just in case. That's thoughtful.
And the bonus tip. The small, good, cheap coffee shop next to the station. That's gold when you're new somewhere.
Real local knowledge. And it ends politely with thanks and well wishes. Standard, but important.
Okay, on to the grocery store. Another place where clear communication is pretty essential.
Starts with that polite request to get, excuse me, hi, could you help me please? And straight to the point, looking for olive oil.
Direct and polite, yeah.
And the response is equally clear. Aisle 5, next to the vinegar. Then for almond milk, aisle 3 with dairy and non-dairy. Specific and unambiguous. That's key in a service setting.
We also find out why they're shopping, trying a new recipe. Pasta with veg and lemon olive oil sauce.
And the little affirmation. Sounds delicious. Adds a nice touch.
Then locating the other bits, zucchini, tomatoes and produce, straight ahead to your left, and pasta back in aisle 5. Reinforces the store layout.
Useful information like the bakery section in the back near the deli is also included. Good to know.
It is. And the interaction wraps up with thanks and then that very relatable moment.
Forgetting the reusable bags. Happens to everyone.
Oh, you're not alone. It happens all the time. That little bit of empathy makes it feel less transactional, doesn't it?
It really does. Shared humanity over forgotten bags. Okay, let's head to the pharmacy. Definitely a place where clear communication matters.
Yes, for sure. This one starts very directly. I have a really bad headache. Do you have something for it?
And the pharmacist immediately asks clarifying questions. Sharp pain or pressure? Where exactly? Right here behind my eyes. Trying to narrow it down.
And exploring causes stress or not sleeping well. It's a logical process.
Then the crucial safety check. Any allergies to medicine? Can't skip that.
Absolutely not. The recommendation sounds good, gentle on the stomach and works fast. And the instructions are crystal clear.
Yeah. 1 tablet every 6 hours. No more than 4 in 24 hours. Better with food. Very specific, very actionable.
Then they tackle the sore throat. And the person specifically asks for something natural.
Which leads to the honey and lemon lozenges suggestion. Again, clear dosage. 1 every 2 hours.
The payment part is straightforward, to cost, card accepted, bag offered, and declined. Standard checkout procedure.
What then comes important advice? Drink lots of water, try to rest, and crucially, see a doctor if it doesn't improve in 2 days.
That's responsible advice.
Definitely, and it ends with the usual well wishes.
Okay, last one. Ordering in a restaurant. A very common scenario. This dialogue covers all the key steps.
Starts with the welcome, being seated, getting the menu, standard hospitality.
Then the server checks if they're ready or need more time. Polite, no pressure.
Asking about specials is common, isn't it? What's the soup of the day?
Yeah, good way to start. And they get the details. Tomato and basil comes with bread. Clear, informative.
And when they ask about the grilled chicken sandwich, the server lists the ingredients: chicken, lettuce, tomato, mustard sauce, and the side options, fries or salad. Helps the customer choose.
So they order the sandwich with salad, mango juice, and water. The server confirms it all back.
And we even get a little mid-meal feedback. Salad is fresh, sandwich is delicious, creates a positive vibe.
Then it moves naturally to dessert. Asking for the menu, choosing the lemon pie.
Server offers coffee or tea. Black coffee is chosen. It flows well.
And finally, the end of the meal. Asking for the check, confirming card payment is okay.
And the standard farewell. Hope to see you again soon. It really captures that typical restaurant interaction structure.
It does.
And, looking back at all 6 of these scenarios, it's really clear how much practical language and sort of cultural understanding is just embedded in these everyday chats.
Yeah, from asking for help politely, giving clear directions, ordering food, getting basic advice, it's all there.
We saw those subtle things like acknowledging the bus might be late, using landmarks for directions.
Right, or just the general courtesy in service interactions. Even knowing to ask for recommendations or being specific about symptoms, it all makes communication smoother.
And connecting this back, understanding these basic exchanges, it's not just about getting your coffee right or finding the train station. It's about building confidence in all sorts of situations.
It really is fostering connection, feeling more comfortable, whether you're somewhere totally new or just interacting day to day.
So for you, our listener, what does this all mean? Well, maybe you travel, maybe you interact with people learning English, or maybe you just want to be more aware of these dynamics.
These dialogues offer some really useful insights.
Yeah.
Think about which scenarios pop up most in your life. Did any particular phrases or ways of interacting stand out?
Yeah, and that brings up a final thought to chew on. Beyond these 6, what other everyday situations really depend on clear communication? What phrases are key there?
Or maybe, how does understanding these simple exchanges actually give you a broader feel for a culture or the nuances of language itself?
Something to think about. Maybe explore some similar conversations and see what else you notice about this subtle art of daily communication.